I still remember the exact moment my phone lit up that night. It was one of those messages that shakes you to your core. A few words that can change how you look at everything. The text read, "Going on a last-minute trip with my ex. Don't be jealous." At first I thought it had to be some kind of joke. The words didn't sit right. My heart skipped a beat, my chest felt heavy, and my hands froze while holding the phone. I just stared at the screen, my mind racing through 100 different emotions at once. You see, when someone you love says something like that, it doesn't feel like just words on a screen. It feels like a knife sliding quietly into your trust. A trip with her ex, and she casually added, "Don't be jealous," as if jealousy was the problem, as if betrayal wasn't hiding between the lines. I sat there replaying every single moment of our relationship in my head, every laugh, every late-night talk, every promise. It's strange how quickly love can turn into confusion. You think you know someone inside out, but then one message, one sentence, can flip everything upside down. I typed and erased my reply over and over. What could I even say? Should I act calm and collected? Should I ask questions? Or should I just let the storm inside me pour out in one angry message? My thumb hovered over the keyboard, but I couldn't find the right words. Finally, I just typed back one thing. Okay? It wasn't okay. Not at all. But that single word was all I could manage. And as soon as I sent it, I felt emptier than before. She read it right away, the little scene mark appearing beneath my message, but she didn't answer. The silence that followed hurt even more than the text itself. That night, I couldn't sleep. I tossed and turned, staring at the ceiling, trying to figure out what this meant. Was she testing me? Was she serious? Or had she already made a decision about us, and this was just her way of letting me know without saying it directly? The more I thought about it, the more the cracks in our story started to show. I remembered the times she had pulled away, the little excuses she gave about being busy, the late replies, the phone always face down on the table. I had brushed those off as nothing, convinced myself that I was overthinking. But that message, it made everything click in a way I didn't want to accept. The next morning, I tried calling her. No answer. I tried again during the day, straight to voicemail. My chest felt tighter with every unanswered ring. Finally, I got a short text. "I'll call you later. Just trust me." Trust. That word hit me hard. How could I trust when she had just told me she was leaving with her ex? Trust isn't something you command, it's something you protect. And she was breaking it with every choice she made. I found myself scrolling back through our old messages, reading the sweet words we once exchanged. I read the late-night confessions, the promises of forever, the plans we made for the future. Each word now felt like a ghost haunting me. Had it all been real? Or had I been building my world on sand, waiting for the tide to wash it away? Days passed and she was still gone. No real updates, no clear answers, just vague texts like "having fun," "don't worry," or "we'll talk when I'm back." Each word twisted the knife deeper. She wasn't just away on a trip, she was away from me, away from us. I started noticing how much space she left behind. The empty seat across from me at breakfast, the silence in the car where her laughter used to fill the air, the quiet bed where her warmth was supposed to be. Loneliness doesn't just sit with you, it whispers in your ear, reminding you of everything you've lost. One night, I got a picture from her, a selfie, her smiling with the ocean behind her, and beside her, half hidden, was a familiar face. Him, the ex, the one she told me not to worry about. That smile on her face wasn't the smile she gave me. It was different, lighter, freer. My chest sank as I realized she was giving a part of herself to him that I thought belonged only to me. I wanted to scream, to call her out, to demand answers, but instead, I sat there staring at that photo, my fingers trembling, my breath uneven. I didn't reply. I couldn't. My silence became my only shield. The days turned into a blur. I threw myself into work, into anything that would keep my mind off her. But every quiet moment pulled me back to her absence. My friends noticed the change in me. They asked if I was okay, and I just smiled weakly, pretending everything was fine. But inside, I was unraveling. When she finally came back, I expected explanations. I expected her to sit me down, to tell me something that could somehow make this make sense. But instead, she acted like nothing had happened. She walked into the room, dropped her bags, hugged me casually, and asked what I wanted for dinner. I stood there in shock. Was this real? Did she really think she could just brush it all under the rug? I looked at her, searching her eyes for guilt, for regret, for anything that would show me she cared about the pain she put me through. But all I saw was calmness, like she had no idea how deeply she had cut me. Finally, I couldn't hold it in. I asked her directly, "Why did you go? Why with him? Why would you do that to us?" She sighed, almost annoyed, and said, "It was just a trip. You're overreacting. I told you not to be jealous. Not to be jealous." As if jealousy was the issue. As if my heartache, my sleepless nights, my endless questions were just me being dramatic. In that moment, I realized something painful but freeing. I wasn't the problem. I had given my love, my loyalty, my trust, and she had chosen to gamble it all away. From then on, I stopped chasing explanations. I stopped begging for the honesty she wasn't willing to give. Sometimes, silence is the answer you've been searching for. Her actions spoke louder than any words she could ever say. And so, I made a choice to step away, to let go, to stop being the one holding together something that she had already let fall apart. It wasn't easy. My heart resisted, my mind replayed memories, but deep down, I knew I deserved better than being an option while she revisited her past. Love isn't about control or fear, it's about respect. And the moment respect is gone, love becomes nothing more than a painful illusion. So, if you're listening to this, let me tell you something I had to learn the hard way. Never let someone convince you that your pain is just jealousy. If they truly value you, they will never put you in a position to question your worth. I walked away that night, not with anger, not with hate, but with a quiet strength I didn't know I had. And sometimes, walking away is the loudest way to say, "I loved you, but I love myself more." So stay with me until the very end of this story, because what I want you to take away is simple. When someone shows you where their heart truly lies, believe them the first time. Don't wait for more hurt to convince you. Don't wait for more silence to break you. Trust your worth, even when they dance single quotes. And if you're sitting there right now, replaying the texts, the words, the pictures, wondering if you're overreacting, remember, your feelings are real. They matter. Don't let anyone dismiss them. Because the truth is, love should never feel like a competition with someone's past. It should feel like home. And if it doesn't, then maybe it's time to find a new place to belong. And that's exactly what I did. If this story touched you, stay strong and never settle for less than the love you deserve.